Back in 1987, a team of highly trained commandos were on a mission in a Central American jungle and found themselves hunted by an extraterrestrial warrior. The team was led by Dutch, played by Arnold Schwarzenegger. Predator is one of the hottest sci-fi action franchises in history, and 2022's Prey has only renewed interests. So stay tuned and don't go away, because Prey's ending has been explained, and it links to a long-time Predator mystery plus other related news. First up, how does Prey's ending link to a long-running Predator mystery? Ever since its August 5th debut, Prey has been a huge hit, even setting a record for a Hulu original movie in the United States. 2022's Prey is set 300 years before 1987's Predator, and it seemingly provides an origin story for the flintlock pistol. In addition to that, Prey also answers lingering questions left by previous installments of the franchise. Since the franchise launched in 1987, each of the films has left a series of unanswered questions leading to several theories. The mystery surrounding the Predator at the end of Predator 2 and how it received its flintlock pistol is finally answered in Prey. At the conclusion of Predator 2, Harrigan, played by Danny Glover, defeats the Predator on its spaceship after a lethal rampage on Los Angeles. After the Predator's death, a group of his Predator pals reveals themselves to Harrigan, and the grayback Predator offers Harrigan a flintlock pistol as a prize. If you look closely, the pistol's handle is engraved with the words Raphael Andolini 1715. What that tells us is that the Predators have been using the Earth as their hunting grounds for centuries. It turns out that the flintlock pistol's owner, Raphael Andolini, was actually a pirate captain whose crew came into contact with a Predator off the coast of Africa. Next up, how does Prey unlock the mystery surrounding the origins of the pistol? Let's take a look. Naru and Tabe, played by Dakota Beavers, are captured by fur trappers. The trappers intend to use them as bait to lure the Predator, so they can kill it, but things don't go according to plan. Naru and Tabe manage to escape, but when she goes back to the camp to get her dog, she encounters one of the trappers, a man she met earlier who introduced himself as Raphael, played by Bennett Taylor. Raphael is barely alive, and he gives her a pistol to protect them both. Unfortunately for Naru, her brother Tabe and Raphael are killed. In addition to being physically tough, Naru is incredibly bright, and she figures out a way to outsmart the Predator. She uses an orange flower to cool her blood, sneaks up on the Predator, and lures her into a trap after she wastes little time in ripping off its helmet and uses it to target the Predator itself. Within seconds, it's game over for the Predator. And later, Naru returns to her village, reunites with her family, and presents the war chief with the Predator's head and Raphael's flintlock pistol. When the war chief examines the pistol, sees the word Raphael Andolini 1715 inscribed on it. Up next, how did the grayback Predator in Predator 2 get its hands on Raphael Andolini's pistol? Let's find out. So now that we know the origin of the flintlock pistol, let's try to figure out how it got to the hands of the grayback Predator at the end of Predator 2. We know that the grayback Predator gives Danny Glover's Mike Harrigan the flintlock pistol, but what we don't know is how the Predator got its hand on it in the first place, or why it would cherish it enough to give it as a gift to a worthy adversary like Harrigan. Back in July of 1996, a comic book story titled Predator 1718 gave fans a probable explanation. The story is set in 1718 and shows an infuriated Andolini facing a mutiny over a case of gold that his crew stole from a church. Andolini battles his crew, and a Predator decides to join the battle and fight with them. After most of the crew is dead, the Predator turns his focus to Andolini, and he wants to know if he's a worthy warrior. Suddenly, the only surviving crew member shoots Andolini in the back. The Predator quickly kills the crew member, and as life leaves Andolini's body, he musters the strength to give the Predator his flintlock pistol. 2 centuries later, the pistol ends up in the grayback's possession, and it gives the pistol to Harrigan, and voila, the mystery is solved. Stay tuned and don't go away, because we're about to reveal everything we know about this amazing franchise. Next up, what sort of relationship do the Comanches have with European settlers in Prey? You're about to find out. Prey takes place in 1719, which is 4 years after the date engraved on the flintlock pistol. Prey is set in the Great Plains of North America and follows a Comanche woman called Naru, played by Amber Midthunder. We know that Naru is an aspiring warrior who wants to protect her people from a predator who has chosen their community as its hunting ground. But the Comanches don't just have a predator to worry about. In fact, some might say that's the least of their problems. The Comanches are also forced to contend with an ever-growing threat from European colonizers. At the end of Prey's trailer, we see Naru and her people battle it out with the predators side by side with a group of colonizers who are trying to kill the predator with their guns. The colonizers are Spanish, and this makes historical sense because the Spanish settled in regions such as Texas during this time period. So while the Comanches' relationship with the settlers is clearly not a healthy or positive one, we ultimately see them unite somewhat in their shared goal of destroying the predator. Presumably, after the predator is killed, however, their relationship would go back to the way it was, and the settlers would continue pursuing their colonial goals, which is essentially annihilating and or assimilating America's native people. Up next, how has Prey's Amber Midthunder responded to criticisms that Prey was super woke? Let's have a look. The star of Prey, Amber Midthunder, refuses to waste her time with those who say that the film is too woke. Prey is the prequel to the 1987's cult classic film Predator, starring Arnold Schwarzenegger and Carl Weathers. Prey has received rave reviews from fans and critics alike for its fresh take on a new Predator story. But some people are calling the film too woke. For those of you who may not know, the term woke is an English adjective meaning alert to racial prejudice and discrimination, but its definition has since expanded and evolved in including other forms of discrimination as well. In response to the criticisms that the film is too woke, Midthunder said, "Those people don't know what they're talking about." For Midthunder, Mid-Thunder, the true meaning of prey is one that is fairly straightforward, Mid-Thunder explains. I think a lot of people thought our movie would be some super woke F the patriarchy kind of story, and that's not what it is at all. It's not a girl defying what men say she can and can't do, it's literally an individual who feels called to something, and the people who know her don't think that's her calling. That is so much more personal, and I think as the character, harder to deal with than anything. Mid-Thunder is a member of the Fort Peck Assiniboine and Sioux tribe. She says that Prey's production team was dedicated to the accurate portrayal of the Comanche people, who were known for being fierce warriors. Warriors who weren't only male, but female as well, considering that Comanche women also fought and hunted. The last thing Mid-Thunder said in response to the film's woke criticism was brief and to the point. People are always gonna say stuff. I'm proud of what we did. Finally, what projects was Amber Mid-Thunder involved in prior to Prey? Mid-Thunder's first film appearance was in 2001's The Homecoming of Jimmy Whitecloud, but she found more consistent work in the film around 2015, with supporting roles in Sunshine Cleaning, Swing Vote, and Not Forgotten. Since then, Mid-Thunder has found further work with roles in projects such as Spare Parts, Hell or High Water, and The Wheel. Prior to her work on Prey, Mid-Thunder starred in TV shows such as Banshee, The Originals, Legion, and Roswell, New Mexico. She truly is an impressive actor with a great deal of future potential. She also slated to play Princess Yue in the upcoming series Avatar: The Last Airbender, which is expected to drop sometime in 2023 on Netflix. Oh, and here's some cool facts about Amber Mid-Thunder. Both of her parents work in the entertainment industry. Her father is actor and stuntman David Mid-Thunder, who has appeared in films and TV series such as screenwriter Taylor Sheridan's Yellowstone prequel 1883, Dark Winds, Westworld, Longmire, and Bone Tomahawk. Her mother, Angelique Mid-Thunder, is a casting director whose credits include the films Captain Fantastic, Rutherford Falls, Reservation Dogs, and Hostels. Honestly, I can't wait to see what Amber does next. I could see her expanding her project repertoire and expanding into new territory in order to show her range as an actor. Feel free to join the rest of Mid-Thunder's fans by following her on Instagram at Amber Mid-Thunder. That's a wrap for today's video. Thank you for watching.